Seyi and Prince Nelson. Lucy, Ike.
The most anticipated eviction so far about Seyi happened tonight. Seyi has been evicted from the Big Brother Naija All-Stars, Prince Nelson, Lucy and Ike. Those four, they are already out of the game. We'll be back shortly to give you more details. Hello everyone, welcome to Unbox with Seyi. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, what are you waiting for? Hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe button to always get the latest. And to my returning subscribers, I want to say a big thank you to all of you. Without further ado, let's cut to the chase. Okay, before the main or the live eviction show started, Biggie called all the housemates to the lounge and decided to address a certain issue. Okay, at first, there was this whispering that took place between Neo and Pere, right? So Biggie told both of them to stand up and he's warned them severally about whispering, which is actually against the house rule, right? Now, Biggie told both of them that if they are able to scale through, especially for Pere, if Pere is able to scale through tonight's eviction show, he's going to, relate his punishment to him, and likewise Neo. Now, afterwards, he also played a certain clip that was surrounding the pool issue, the pool party, where Alex and Ike, were having a heated fight. Let me put it that way, where Alex was the one going physical with Ike. And Biggie addressed this issue with Alex, said, after this thing happened, Ike was trying to extend an olive branch to you, and you still kept on ranting. And Biggie gave both of them final warning. I was actually thinking that Alex was actually going to get strike, but it didn't happen. They just both got a final warning. Okay, let's move to the proper eviction night. Like, no time to check time. Biggie he came with pack of surprises. So many things happened during the eviction, show, and nobody saw it coming. I'm telling you, it was filled with so many dimensions. But let's move straight to when Ebuka opened the show. It ran us through the highlights, all the things that happened all through the week, the fights, the gbasgbos, the saboteurs, the lovey-dovey, the people with relationship in the house, the wager task, and many more. Then he went straight to evicting the first housemate, which was Ike. Ike was already out of the house, and you guys know the kind of feel that Ike brings on that show, but it is what it is anyways. So shortly after Ike was evicted, even before he was called to the stage, Lucy followed suit. Anyways, that of Lucy is not really surprising, because you remember the first time she came into the house, she said she wants to leave so that she won't do something that she doesn't want to do in the house, but at some point she said she's not going to give. But as is, you could foresee that it's going to happen. Lucy's own happened rather, so making Ike and Lucy out of the house. And shortly after Lucy was evicted, Big Brother told Prince Nelson to stand up, pack his bags, pack all his luggage, and come and prepare for a certain mission that he's going to give him, right? So afterwards, Ike was called for interview by Ebuka, the usual thing now. So Ebuka asked Ike, okay, before asking Ike, he ran us through his journey in the house, then came back to ask Ike that thing you had with Sisi, you remember that Sisi and Ike, they've been close of lately, right? So he asked Ike that the relationship between you, and not romantic relationship, it kind of bodies you and Sisi are having in the house, is it genuine or is part of strategy? No, Sisi is part of Sisi is his girl, that they have good rapport outside. So it was genuine, and he was asked what's the next thing, that he's moving on to, and he said money and then some other, projects he wants to do. So let's also move to, after all of this, Biggie called Prince Nelson into the diary room and spoke with him and told him that this is where his journey ends. So apparently, Biggie didn't want his eviction to be in the open. He just wanted it to be a one-on-one thing. I didn't see that coming, man. So told him that, how does he feel about it? And he said, well, it's shocking. He enjoyed all his stay. And then some of the games he wasn't able to win in the previous season when he came on the show, like the Pepsi, and he made mention of one other game, like I said, was able to win. And he's appreciative of the first time he came on the show, and now also coming on the show as a guest, that he really appreciates it. So he has to move on to all the things. It is what it is. Shortly after that, Lucy came in for an interview with Ebuka. They ran us through a journey in the house as usual. And afterwards, Ebuka asked Lucy that what's the next thing. She already knows she has businesses and other projects she wants to venture into. Well, good luck to Lucy. Now, after that, Ebuka came into the house. He wasn't ready to evict another housemate. And then went straight to Doyin. That Doyin, you are the present head of house. Your week has been sort of good, so to speak. But you made mention of Bbnaija, Adekunle, Sisi rather, being the saboteurs of the wager task because they didn't win their wager task, obviously. And she said that, that she made mention of those people because they didn't do what they ought to do. And Ibka also asked her that, do you think you didn't do well at some point? Well, yes, she said, she could have done a whole lot better. But at the same time, she cannot carry the house fight on her head. And everybody has that responsibility to to work as a team to make sure that their wager task is successful. But in a situation whereby they did not, collaborate or put the proper or right energy into it, there's nothing she can do. Now let's move away from that. Prince Nelson came out for his interview and Ebuka asked him, what's up? What's the next thing? That's after they showed us his journey. What's the next thing you're going to be doing? I think he's into salon service. So he spoke about that. He spoke about his record label launch. He has 2 signees at hand, and he said people should watch out for him in the music industry. Well, good luck to Prince Nelson and to the most anticipated eviction ever. Like most Nigerians have been anticipating Seyi Awolowo's eviction. I'm telling you, the shout from the audience, Twitter buzzing. Buzzing rather. I said buzzing. Twitter buzzing. Like many people were happy, including myself. I said finally, Seyi's out of the show because he literally said he was part of the top 6 carrying the show for in mind. He also told Sisi, or I think he said to one of the housemates that Sisi will be at home watching him. You can imagine the temerity, the effrontery. Anyways, Seyi has actually been out. Seyi is out from the show. That's Big Brother Naija All Stars. And he came out for his interview. And they ran us through his journey as usual. And he was asked, what's the next thing from that point? And he said that people should expect him more on the screen. And he used the opportunity to apologize to all women that he is sorry for the rubbish or derogatory statement he made regarding women, that he's going to make his sons run train on women. I'm sure they've given him some clue in the house. And that brings me back to Prince Nelson. So I think that Prince has been spilling too much from them being a fake housemate or a guest housemate, telling Seyi that the whole Nigeria or the whole country rather is angry at Seyi, and then some other classified information that is not supposed to be out there. So it's making the show itself lose its credibility. So what's the point? If you are telling people in the house, which you know that literally the viewers will hear, except if they whisper and we don't get to hear. So all of those things, I feel like Prince even leaving the house is way too short. So I think he only used 2 weeks, right? They only used 2 weeks. Kim Opera is still there. Omashola is there. Why didn't they, evict those ones? So it is what it is. Many people are happy that Seyi is out of the show. Let me know what are your thoughts, because as it is, I don't know the drama of Alex. Although Sisi is not really cool or happy that Ike, the person she has something with in the house, a friend to confide or to have solace in, is no longer in the house. But anyways, let's see how the whole thing goes. So who is going to be up for nomination, possible eviction this new week? And what do you think is going on with the 120 million? Hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so you get the latest on this channel.